Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Katelyn, and if you're a returning subscriber, hello, welcome back. So nice of you to join. It has been a minute since we have filmed like an actual sit down video because life has just been a little bit crazy. I'm just gonna cross my legs because I feel like sitting just like this today. But yeah, life has been a little bit crazy the last like few months. And I didn't film a May reset and reflect, and then when it was the end of June, I was like, honestly, I'm just gonna film kind of a mid-year reset, reflect, kind of go over the last 2 months with you guys, and then check in on my goals for the year and just kind of see where everything's at, give you guys some life updates, stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, welcome in. If you're new here, this month or this year, I've been doing monthly resets and reflections about how my goals are going this year and kind of where I'm sitting, and I kind of go through my favorites, and yeah, so we'll just kind of chit chat. I really don't think I have a lot of favorites because honestly, I didn't remember I needed favorites until I have sat down here, but yeah, anyways, okay, let's get into it. I have all of my goals here in my journal, which I have to say, I have not been journaling, and that's something I'm going to touch on, but I really have not been journaling for the last like 2 months, I feel like. So anyways, so what we're going to do, normally I go through like a monthly goals, but honestly the last 2 months I haven't really done any goal setting, other than like, so in May, I think it was May 15th was our first day. Austin's my husband, we decided that we were going to do the 75 hard challenge. So if you don't know what that is, basically it's a mental toughness challenge, and it was created by this guy, don't know his name off the top of my head right now, but basically it's just you have to read a nonfiction book every day. You have to, this is a very vague description of it, read a nonfiction book every day, do 2 workouts a day, 1 has to be outside, follow a strict diet, no cheat days, no alcohol. Oh, Cooper wants in. So yeah, you follow a diet, no cheat days. What's the other thing? Oh, you have to drink a gallon of water a day, which you can see my half gallon is right there. But anyways, we've been doing that since May, and that has really just been the main goal, is to just complete the thing. So we are actually only, I think, 9 days away from being done. We are finished next Friday from when I'm filming this. Actually, when you're watching this Friday. So crazy, we're almost done. But that's been the main thing. So anyways, so with that, let's go on to my goals of 2023. I can put a little picture up on the screen here to show you guys my goals. But yeah, so the way I did my goals this year was I kind of broke them into 5 major goals, but then like in each like title, I would put like different little subheadings. So let's just kind of check in and see. Honestly, I haven't even really remembered what half of these were, so yeah. Anyway, okay, here we go. So my first top goal is become the healthiest version of myself. And then in that I have little things, but I just want to make a note. I want to do a whole other video just talking about the 75 hard challenge, so I'm not going to talk too much about it in general. Let me know though if you want to see something like that. But anyways, I really feel like I have never been healthier in my life, and it makes sense because obviously I've been following a strict diet for the last 2 months, almost 3 months. Like I've been working out every day, drinking a lot of water, blah, 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 blah. But like truly, like mentally, physically, emotionally, I really do feel like I have been like the healthiest version of myself. So not even going into all these little things that I wanted to achieve, like already I fully wholeheartedly feel that right now. So like that just makes me so happy. So my first goal was that I wanted to complete 100 rides on Peloton, and I just counted them all, and I am at 89 rides I've completed this year. So I am almost at 100, and we are basically halfway through the year. So super excited about that. I basically can check that off at this point. I will complete them now that like I know that I'm going to complete them. But anyways, complete 100 rides. So I actually think I want to increase that to complete 150 rides this year, just because I know that I've been working out a lot more. So I feel like I can kind of like bump that goal up for myself. but yeah, complete 100 rides. That's insane. I had that same goal last year and I did not achieve it. So it really makes me feel happy that I can say that I am almost achieved that. My next goal was that I wanted to lose 40 pounds or become comfortable with my weight. And it's actually funny because I knew that this was a similar, like I knew that this premise of a goal was there, but I didn't think it was become comfortable with my weight. I thought it was just to become comfortable with my body. So it's funny that I said become comfortable with my weight, because now, like knowing now, like compared to this when I wrote this in like January of this year, like I really do feel comfortable with my body, but I still want to lose more weight. So it's kind of funny, like I don't feel as though I'm like being harsh on my body at all. Like I feel like I am like truly, truly loving my body at every step of the way that I've gone through kind of this change and this like journey that we're going on. So I kind of want to tweak that and say like not be comfortable with my weight, but I'm comfortable with my body in general. So, but I said I wanted to lose 40 pounds or be comfortable, and I am definitely comfortable with like the way my body is. But I am about halfway to that lose 40 pounds. So that's awesome. So anyways, cool. Thumbs up for me. I want to journal daily. That's what I wanted to do. That one, I already can give it an X because the last 2 months I have not journaled. So I really want to get back into it though. I love filling out my journal, and it's just like, I just absolutely love it. I love it for memory keeping. We have some really fun things coming up in the next like month or so that I'm really like, I know I'm going to be taking tons and tons of pictures, of course. So I'm going to want to like, you know, just journal, and I think it'd be really fun to have it as a memory keepsake for especially what is going to be coming up. I'm sure a bunch of you have an idea of what that could be. But anyways, yeah, I really want to get back into journaling though. But I know that I have not completed that goal of journaling daily. Learn more about hormonal health, which I have. I'm not going to say that I'm an expert on it, but I definitely have looked more into it. I've a bunch of you guys actually reached out to me and you said that like you downloaded certain apps and you've read certain books, which is great. I haven't really read any books yet. There's one that I wanted to get, but every time I like looked into it, I was like, oh, maybe this isn't the type of book that I wanted. So I've just been kind of trying to do like very basic research on everything and the different phases that your body goes through when you're on your menstrual cycle, or when you're on like, yeah, your menstrual cycle, I guess. The whole thing is the menstrual cycle. But anyways, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not at the point yet where I'm knowledgeable on it, but I am learning more about it. Eat out less and cook at home more. That is a check mark for sure. We are definitely doing that this year. The beginning of the year, I will say, I mean, we were making a conscious effort with what we thought at the beginning of the year, but now really like we do not eat out. In the last, whatever it's been, like 71 day, or what is it? I think I have 9 days left. There's like, whatever, 65 days, 64 days. Like I think have eaten out 2 or 3 times. But even then when we're eating out, like we're still making like the healthiest choices possible, which is very different from how we were eating out before. So, and we cook at home tons. Like we meal prep every single day we meal prep. Like every week I'm meal prepping groceries. I'm writing out all of our like list of things that we're going to eat. Yeah, we just make it work. So that's awesome. So I'm really happy already with the first set of goals. Like I'm so happy. Okay. Goal number 2, read 30 books. Okay, I'm a little behind on my book goal. Let me go into my Goodreads and see where we're at. So I will say I have just determined I am not a nonfiction girl. I do not like reading nonfiction, even if it's something enjoyable. I've said this in a couple other vlogs, but even if it's like an interesting topic, I just don't like it. I don't find it interesting. After 10 pages, I'm exhausted. I'm like, I don't want to read this anymore. This is not fun for me. And reading is fun for me. Like I love reading, but reading nonfiction is just not for me. And that's okay. Like that's totally okay. So anyways, let's see. How many books am I at this year? I think I'm behind on my book goal, to be honest. If my Goodreads wants to load. Anyways, while I wait for that to load, in my little subcategories, I said I wanted to read 5 nonfiction books, and oh, this one I did not do. Read or donate all of my bookshelf before buying more. So I either wanted to read everything on my bookshelf before buying any more books, or like donate things off of my bookshelf, not all of it, but donate some of them so that everything on my bookshelf has been read. I'm gonna tell you right now, that did not happen, and that will not happen. No. That's fine though. But I will say, like, I got a Kindle for my birthday. I think my mom got it for my birthday, which was in April. And I've been loving my Kindle, but just in that alone, like, obviously, like, I don't consider it buying books, but like Kindle Unlimited, you're kind of like getting new books all the time, so that's kind of putting these guys on the back burner. I will say I've cut down on buying books for sure. I still definitely have bought my fair share of books though in the last couple months, so that I can definitely cross off my list. But let me see, how many books have I read this year? Actually, I'm not too far behind. I thought I was more far behind. I have read 13 books out of 30 for this year, and I'm currently reading 2 books because I'm switching between a nonfiction and a fiction book. So really I'm on like 15. So I'm about halfway through. But for nonfiction books, I think I've already read 4 nonfiction books this year. Okay, I'm on number 4. So I have to finish the one I'm on, and then I have one more nonfiction book to read, and then I will have completed that goal. But honestly, I'm not going to be too upset with myself if I don't finish that, because I really just decided that I'm not a nonfiction person. And that was the whole reason I put the nonfiction goal in there, was because I wanted to see if I liked reading nonfiction books, but I don't. So it's fine. I'm over it. It's okay. Goal number 3. Become more financially smart. So let's see what I put here. I wanted to max out my TFSA. I can never say that right. And I don't think I've shared how much the total is for that. But anyways, I wanted to max it out. I have kind of changed my goals for financial goals. So let me just kind of look at this again. Max out TFSA, create a sinking fund, and invest in 1 to 2 stocks. Okay. Let me just say, I definitely have readjusted our goals. Will we max out the TFSA this year? No, we will not. Create a sinking fund. Yeah, we have a savings account that we like allow ourselves about to like pull out of if we need to, like God forbid something was to happen. And then invest in 1 to 2 stocks. I don't think stocks are in the market for us right now. We have definitely just like shifted in where our financial goals stand. So really our financial goals have solely just been like plummeting towards down payment. Like just down payment, down payment, down payment, down payment. So yeah, like that's what we've been doing, and that's kind of just where the financial goals lie. So I feel like these are probably going to be ones that I'm going to look at later, like maybe next year. I'll kind of reevaluate them, and like maybe I'll come back to these specific goals. But for right now, goals have definitely shifted, which is totally fine, which is why we do like a mid-year check-in. But I'm very confident and I'm very happy with where we stand with money right now. Like I definitely feel like I am more financially aware, and like before Austin used to do all the bills, he would be the one to deal with everything, like, which he still does, but I'm just more aware of it. Like I'm more aware of like how much kind of we're spending on certain aspects and like what needs to be spent on certain bills and blah, blah, blah. So I will say like I'm pleased with how that's kind of gone. And I read a book at the beginning of this year, just kind of like a very basic introduction to like how money works and how investing works and everything. So I feel definitely more confident with that, which makes me feel good about that. But yeah, that goal is definitely like just like a little bit of a pivot, but still something that we're like slowly achieving. So that's good. Number 4, be a better friend. Okay. I wanted to go out or host 1 friend a month. Yep. Connect with old friends weekly by phone or text. Okay, so go out or host 1 friend a month. I am not really able to host people here because we live with my mom, and it just, I feel so like uncomfortable having people over, because it's like if she's home there's nowhere else we can really hang out other than in the basement, and I just don't like bringing friends to the basement because it's unfinished. It's just like kind of dingy. You guys know I barely bring a vlog down there because I just hate it down there. And then I'm not going to bring people to our room because this is like our bedroom, and I feel like a lot of the time it's just like messy, and it's just like, I don't know, there's not really much to do in here other than like sit and like watch TV. So I rarely have people over. But I will say I definitely have been doing more things with friends. My like childhood best friend, Kristen, she was my maid of honor. Like, she's literally like my best friend through and through. She recently has moved back home, like in the area. So definitely I've been seeing her a lot more, which is really nice. We've been going and visiting Heidi more. I think Heidi and I had like a weekend where I just went there and it was just like the two of us. We had like a little girls weekend and it was so much fun. We've never actually done that before, because normally it's always the four of us, like Brandon, Heidi, Austin, and myself. But it was really fun to just have like the two of us hang out. So that was fun. And then Austin and I went and visited her this month as well. But yeah, it's been good. I haven't really reached out to many people weekly, I will say. Like, obviously I have my friends that I kind of talk to all the time, but that is just something that I need to like get better on. Like, it becomes hard as an adult, and that's like one of the main things I talked about is like just having friends as an adult is so much more of an effort that you have to make, because it's like you don't see them every day because you're at school or because you're at work. Like, you have to just like make the effort to reach out and do things. So yeah, anyway. And goal number 5, work on being better in my marriage. 2 dates per month, 1 in and 1 out of the house. We were really good at doing this at the beginning of the year, and then I think we kind of fell off around April. No, it was like May. We kind of fell off. But I feel like Austin and I are really good at intentionally like making time for each other. It's like we don't plan things ahead of time, but if in the evening, if we're like, what do you want to do? And one of us is like, oh, I kind of just want to hang out. We'll just do that. Like, we'll just do things together. So I feel like we're not really doing what we said we wanted to do, but I also feel like really secure in our marriage anyways. So I don't know. I think I'd like to kind of look back at this and like try and bring in the 2 dates a month thing again. Maybe even just do like 1 a month if we wanted to do that. But honestly, doing the dates outside of the house become expensive. So I need to look into more like cheap ways to do dates out of the house, because they just become expensive, and it's like, okay, I don't want to spend $100 for one night when we literally could just like sit at home and like watch a movie together and just have like undivided attention, you know? Because we're more homebodies anyways. More daily undivided attention. Like I just said, we definitely do that to an extent. I feel like we definitely could be better at it, but also like when you live with each other, like there are days where it's just like, I am not offended if Austin wants to like go downstairs and like hang out by himself for a minute, or if I want to just like sit up here and like read my book when he's like doing other stuff. So I'd say we have more weekly undivided attention, but maybe not daily. And being more emotionally available in times of need. I feel like we do a great job of this. I feel like I wrote this in a time where we were going through like a loss in the family, and it was just something new that we were kind of working through together, and I feel like we both did a good job at it, but I just wanted to make sure that it's something that like we were prepared for if it was to ever come again. But I feel like, yeah, it's been good. So yeah. Anyways, that's the goals. I really had very like simple goals this year, I guess. I really feel like the main thing was that I wanted to really become really healthy and just like focus on my physical, mental, emotional health. And I really do feel like I have been doing that, which is great. But yeah. Oh, I'm just kind of flipping through. So I wanted to fill out my reading log. It's very, very minimally filled out. Definitely need to finish up the books, because I think there's 10 books on each shelf, and obviously I'm at 13, so up to here should be filled out. So I'm gonna fill those out eventually. Things I wanted to check out this year. So movies, I only have My Policeman written down, and I did watch that. Music, I wanted to listen. That's crazy that I literally discovered these 3 artists this year, and they are like some of my top favorite artists for this year. Other than Taylor, obviously, and Harry. But Phoebe Bridgers, Gracie Abrams, and Lizzie McAlpine. Like literally my top 3 artists right now. Love them. Television, I didn't write anything down other than Love Island started yesterday and I am so happy. I freaking love Love Island. It is my favorite show. It's not even a guilty pleasure for me because I will shout it from the rooftops how much I love that show. It is like the only show I watch now. I don't watch Bachelor. I don't watch Big Brother. I don't watch any of the shows on Netflix. We don't have Netflix anymore, so I don't watch any of those type of shows. No, Love Island is through and through my favorite. Oh, and The Summer I Turned Pretty season 2 just started last week, I believe. But loving that so far also. And books I wanted to check out. Have I checked out any of these? Better Than the Movies I have read this year. Throne of Glaciers I haven't read yet, but I want to. Icebreaker I have on my shelf, but I have not read it. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow I literally just bought. So, okay, kind of making a progress on that. That's nice. This, I was supposed to be filling out pictures every month, like a highlight moment every month, and I've only filled out 3 pictures, so maybe I'll actually print those out today. This will be fun. I'm gonna go through my journal and like fill this out today. This is actually great for me now. But yeah, that's basically it for the goals. So let's talk a minute about how we're kind of like prepping for the next like 6 months of the year, basically. I mean, I kind of touched on how I want to adjust some of those goals. I don't really want to add any goals. Like, I'm totally content with just kind of sticking with those ones, having like to be readjusted into them and like looking forward, like knowing, okay, these are my goals again, refresher of my memory, let's move forward. Yeah, so that's good. Let's talk about favorites from the last couple months because like I said, I didn't do like monthly favorites the last little while. So now I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know, or I don't remember what I've added in old favorites. I should have went back and watched other videos, but I haven't. But just off the top of my head, one of my favorites, my Kindle. I will say I haven't really been using it the last month or so because again, I've been like just reading nonfiction books and they've kind of been consuming me. But I am so excited to use this. We have some things coming up where I definitely will be using a Kindle more. So that'll be fun. We purchased, was this like almost a month ago? I want to say it's like a month ago, maybe. We purchased a Ninja Creamy. We lucked out, I will say. So many people have messaged me and been like, how did you find this? Like, it's sold out everywhere. And I think we literally just lucked out. We were there on the day that they got put out on the shelf and like we were just lucky. But we got a Ninja Creamy and we make protein ice cream every single night. It is the best thing ever. I think it has been a huge like benefit in like our weight loss and like our healthy eating change. It's literally so good. They're the best. If we had more freezer space, I would buy more tubs. We only have 3 tubs that it came with it. But we would definitely be buying more tubs if we had more freezer space. But we absolutely love our Ninja Creamy. It is so good. Also, have been loving weightlifting, which is very interesting because normally I kind of would go through phases in the gym and like working out. Like I'd go through phases of like, oh, I don't like working out and I don't like doing this, blah, 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 blah. But like I have loved weightlifting. I've loved oh my gosh, slow down. I have been loving lifting weights and we use the Peloton app because we obviously have a Peloton. So we use like the services provided there. They do like workouts with you. I love them so much. They recently just did like a gym aspect of the Peloton app. Haven't looked too much into it because we don't go to a physical gym. We just like use the stuff downstairs in our basement. But my friend Claire has used it and she says it's really cool. It's a good way to like get into the gym and like it kind of shows you what to do. But yeah, been loving the Peloton and like just working out in general. What else? I can't even think. I honestly don't think there's been any really like new things that I've gotten. Yeah, I don't know, that's all I really got for you. I really don't think I've been focused too much on like trying new products or like just having new things, so I'll definitely keep in mind for our next reset and like reflection and favorites video. I'll keep in mind that I need to remember favorites too. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And that's everything. Please let me know down below what kind of videos you guys like to see. I mean, obviously I'm always going to film vlogs, but if you guys like seeing types of sit down videos or types of vlogs or anything like that, let me know. I'm always in the mood to like change up what I'm filming. Obviously I'm going to film the things that I want to film because that's just like the fun of YouTube and why I do it. But it's nice to know too like what you guys are interested in seeing, to see if we can kind of like align together what I can film. We have a lot of fun things coming up. Next week I'm thinking about doing a 75 hard video all in its own and just kind of talk about the things we went through, the challenges, the struggles, the things that I loved, any differences that I saw, anything like that, my progress pictures, anything like that. I'm interested in doing it, so if you're interested in seeing it, let me know. And then after that, there might be a very fun, exciting type of announcement you might want to stay tuned for. So that will be in 2 weeks from when you're watching this. So yeah, lots of exciting things to come. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!